Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, is subpoenaed by 3 House committees over Ukraine favors.
Here's a summary of the article.
The chairs of House committees for Foreign Affairs, Intelligence and Oversight sent Pompeo a letter on September 23 requesting documents pertaining to President Trump, his lawyer Rudy Giuliani and the Ukrainian government to be delivered to the Hill by Thursday. The subpoena is for Pompeo to produce Ukraine documents by October 4. The subpoenaed documents shall be part of the impeachment inquiry and shared among the committees. Your failure or refusal to comply with the subpoena shall constitute evidence of obstruction of the House's impeachment inquiry, the chairman wrote in a letter to Pompeo. There are now 12 House Democrats who haven't called for impeachment. The list of House Democrats who have not called for President Trump's impeachment continues to shrink as Democratic presidential candidate and Representative Tulsi Gabbard changed her position today and now supports the inquiry. Asked if the committee would enforce subpoenas or hold the 2 men in contempt should the White House attempt to block their testimony, Representative Mike Quigley said, "I think the committee will take whatever actions are necessary." These are the 13 House Democrats who haven't called for impeachment. The list of House Democrats who support opening an impeachment inquiry into President Trump climbed to 222 this week, but there are still some holdouts. 11 of the holdouts represent districts that Trump carried in 2016. Some context: Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi initiated impeachment proceedings by instructing the 6 House committees already investigating Trump to continue their investigation under that umbrella of impeachment inquiry. For the impeachment to officially start, a simple majority of the House needs to vote in favor.
This post received a score of 43,704, with an upvote ratio of 87%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Dan Coates, Director of National Intelligence, resigns because he feels his duties are at odds with Trump just 3 days after the Ukraine call. It would be interesting to hear from him.
He didn't just resign. He later interrupted a meeting to speak to his deputy, Sue Gordon, and whatever he told her caused her to resign shortly afterwards.
Link, or is it in that story linked above? I didn't see that. We'll check again. Edit, thank you for the links. I wasn't trying to say I didn't believe it. Truly hadn't seen it anywhere yet and wanted to read about it.
Included multiple sources to reduce the possibility of people being like CNN as fake news. 2 of the 3 are conservative publications.
Turns out, everyone meant to say that on is fake news. You see, this is all just a big misunderstanding.
No, we were saying CNN was fake news. The liberal media is always trying to attack me, so aggressive, they're very aggressive.
Dems better follow through on this when Pompeo refuses to turn anything over.
I believe Nadler has already made a threat with this subpoena, and shortened the deadline to 5 days for compliance.
It included language stating that failure to comply shall constitute evidence of obstruction of the impeachment inquiry. What enforcement looks like, I don't know, but it's a start.
If it was one of us peons, it would be incarceration until compliance.
The DOJ is in charge of incarcerating those in contempt of Congress. They could use the sergeant at arms, but that's unrealistic these days. On the other hand, these days themselves are unrealistic.
Not a lawyer. Serious question, can Secretary Pompeo just say he doesn't have them?
That would be perjury. And #X2OOB. Which is illegal.
But how would they find out if the documents were shredded or burned? Not being sarcastic, just wondering.
Well, destroying government docs like that is in itself illegal. Records must be kept. So either Rudy was vetted, in which documents must exist, or he wasn't. If they don't have the docs, then he better not have been vetted. Which screws Rudy. If he was vetted, and the docs destroyed, Pompeo is screwed.
As a former federal law enforcement manager, documents are produced by federal staff employees and then forwarded to management. I have had to lock down my email and all other documentation, information systems when subpoenaed or FOIA'd. Staff employees are the gatekeepers for the political appointees. The gatekeepers have control of all the documents, and it is not unheard of when management says they don't have those documents, they missing documents mysterious appear.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.